Hello, welcome to this overview video of Early Learning Ventures organization, as well as our Alliance Core childcare management system. So if you're completely new to ELV, who we are, kind of what we represent and how we help providers, as well as the system itself, we are a Colorado-based 501c3 nonprofit, and we dedicate our time to supporting early childhood education providers. And we focus on administrative support, kind of the tech side of helping out providers on their business tech and admin side of things when it comes to the daily tedious day-to-day operations within their childcare. And we do this within our Alliance Core childcare management system. So kind of the best way to kind of get in contact with our organization itself is just to contact our office to meet and walk through your needs. Our email address is elvclientsupport at earlylearningventures.org, and our direct phone line is 844-293-2820. So like I said before, we operate as a shared services approach and bring those resources, kind of taking away all of the stress, as much stress as we can from providers when it comes to their day-to-day admin work, allowing them to spend more time with their children and less time on their paperwork, essentially turning any kind of paper to pen operations to a virtual situation, especially now during the pandemic. That's kind of crucial. So we definitely do that. We focus on kind of being a one-stop shop resource hub for anything childcare provider needs. And we also kind of what sets us apart from other providers when it comes to childcare management systems is our one-on-one guidance and support. So we do this through as many trainings as often as needed for as many people as needed within the provider, through Zoom meetings, operating basically as often as needed, like I said, through Zoom for anything in the system that would possibly need a refresher on. If you have questions, if you need trained, we have an orientation process. Once a provider signs on with ELV, they work with our client support team. They switch over from the sales team to the client support team and are kind of guided as much as needed, meeting the provider where they're at in terms of tech support. We have providers who have very varying levels of their tech support. Some of them have never had a computer prior to using ELV, and some of them have kind of bounced around from system to system. So we kind of guide them in what tech support they'll need, hold their hand as much as they want or as little as they want. And kind of our little mantra is, if it's going to take you more than 2 minutes to figure it out on your own, to just give us a call instead, and we'll walk you through it and avoid any kind of frustration or overwhelmed feelings that the provider, their staff, or their families may be feeling. So now I'll step through just a few of the core features itself. Like I said, our Alliance Core system is our product that we provide the support on. So the Alliance Core system does not need any software. As long as you can access internet on any device you're going to be using the system on, you'll be fine to access your account. So no software is needed, no software needed, or downloads are required. It's just a website. So anything you have internet access on, this will work. So essentially it's the ELV website. You log in here to your core login page with your login credentials. This is just going to be a fake dummy site, so ignore all of the alerts that will probably be here. So this is the kind of high level overview of the provider dashboard of quite a few notifications that will come up here, but this is just giving you a high level overview of something in the system is coming due within the next 30 days or already has. So this is kind of worst case scenario. You may see a handful of flags being notified to you, but typically never this many. But kind of just to give you a quick rundown of what the system can do, there's child check-in and check-out. You can do staff hours as well to track the staff hours for any payroll purposes. You can also do billing, depending on if you have a billing system or not, to track income coming in. There is a virtual online enrollment feature. There are communication pieces through kiosk messaging, emailing, and texting. You can house all of your staff trainings and documents in what we call the document store. And this breaks out between provider, staff, parent, child, etc. You can house your inspections and drills. There's a provider primary setup where all of this is just your standardized required information on the provider itself in the center or the family child care home, the hours, and configuring the meals. You can also manually add your children in the system through child setup if you prefer to manually do it rather than the online enrollment way, and you're essentially filling out the online enrollment form on your own. So quite a few different pieces are built into the core system itself. Parent billing is a big piece, which will be in another video, so stay tuned for that. There's a support feature. You can submit a support ticket that goes directly to our development team. There's a reporting feature with several pages of reports, which will be another video as well. So several pages of reports already built out, scheduled reporting and dynamic reporting too. So the system is quite diverse when it comes to the day-to-day admin side, but it's a huge time saver. Again, saves the provider from spending time and money essentially on their admin side of things, allowing them to spend more time with their children. So it's kind of just a high level overview of how the core system works and how our shared services approach guides with that for our providers. Thanks, everybody.